So honestly, I wanted to show you this because it went absolutely dummy viral on X, which means nothing. But I did want to show you guys this because beyond just an X post, right? It did 1 billion people did watch it when it was live. That does say something about its reach, right? What we just witnessed was a Spring Festival gala robots. If you didn't know, now you do. Dozens of G1 robots is what we were watching. They've achieved the first fully autonomous human-robot cluster kung fu performance. Huzzah! These are fully autonomous. These are not teleoperated robots. This was back in 2025 on the bottom, 2026 up top. I got the little goosebumpies actually. I did. I legitimately got the little goosebumpies there. That's a lot of change. 1 year difference, chat. This is the 1 year difference between this specific, not only show, but the robot itself. Same brand. 2026, off to a crazy start. I'm going to stay out of the way of those robots. You know what? The next video I got queued up for you because I knew this would freak you out. They came up with 5 different ways to neutralize a robot. I bet we can come up with 5 better ways immediately. I haven't seen the video, but do you think they're going to mention paint? We're talking neutralization of robots. How do you do it? I'm thinking paint bucket, babe. Make it oil-based paint. Now we're talking. Dude, big brain, Bailey. Let's watch this video.
Spaces every year and 1 billion predicted to be in the world by
How's the audio?
2050. Do you think you could stop a robot dead in its tracks if you absolutely needed to?
Absolutely, I think I could. I really think I could. I think like you go for the kneecaps. Honestly, they look really wobbly. Unlike the last ones we saw, they are getting more advanced. But I do think like if it came down mono bot, they're dead.
Robots are being taught how to work, how to fight, and some
Don't you hate that question kind of having some like oomph in 2026? Like this is actually, we used to talk a lot about the zombie apocalypse, you know what I mean? And that was like, obviously it is fun to talk about. This, not so much fun, is it?
Even being
not
made
really.
For the battlefield. Here are the top 5 ways that I would stop a robot if things really hit the fan. Number 1, remove the battery. Most robots
This is not going to be helpful. Remove the battery. What do you mean remove the battery? Get up and close and personal and gently remove the battery. Get out of town. Bad advice.
Plugged into a wall somewhere,
bad advice.
Use a battery for power. It's often in the chest or backside area, and it's usually held in place by plastic tabs.
Take out the battery. Have you tried unplugging it?
A word of caution though, this is the worst way that I would suggest disabling a robot. Some robots have 2 batteries.
Sometimes you got to take out 2 batteries, and this is why this is not always the best method to neutralize your humanoid that is trying to attack you.
So you may need to remove 2 batteries instead of 1 before the rogue robot powers down.
And for some reason, I really don't think that's the issue with this method. The issue with this method is getting that damn close to a robot, I think. Like, they don't have joints, bro. You come up behind them and take their battery out, they'll just choke you out from behind, man. What if it's carrying a weapon? What's the weapon? No, these are good points of convo though, because honestly, it does depend on how they're equipped. You can't just like broach a robot trying to neutralize them without being prepared yourself, right? Pull out a bottle, spin it on the ground, stop pointing at the robot and said, "Oh, you gotta kiss me now," and then they'll drop the weapon into light.
Number 2, tripping.
Every time I see this little video of this guy, man.
Tripping the robot. This
Run it back, man. We need more levity in 2026.
Tripping the robot. This is going to be way easier with 2-legged robots. We learned this method from Star
Tie up the legs, huh? Tie up the legs with what? Am I carrying string? I guess. I've removed all the batteries, but my boy is still trying to get at me. I've tied up the legs. I've removed the battery, and yet my bot is still going rogue. Whatever do I do, Google?
Most robots are top heavy due to their batteries and will fall if their legs get tied up.
It's true.
Some of the lighter robots like Unitri's G1 have shown an ability to recover from a fall quickly. So if you really lock up those legs with rope or can use a nearby chair to trap the legs down, you'd have a better shot of
like mouse traps. So you just gotta contain them top down though. You can't just knock them over. You gotta go top down. Capture them like a mouse trap.
Again, this could damage the robot or lead to it falling on someone and causing harm. So
I think damaging the robot should be the method to also neutralize them. I think damaging the robot, I'm not concerned with damaging the robot at that case.
And if the robot has wheels, this method may not work or be as simple. Number 3, blinding the robot. You may have seen news stories about protesters immobilizing self-driving cars by
That's what I'm talking about, baby. I think this is a much more simple, streamlined, and the most effective approach. Keep something of a liquid substance that can really deteriorate the inside of it. Like Bailey was mentioning, oil paints, salts, pocket sand, right? Literally throw a wrench into the cogs. Make that thing unable to continue forward. Tiff says humans will find a way to preserve and adapt regardless of what they equip robots with, if they care to live. I like that. I think we're gonna get really creative with this too.
Robots rely on similar sensors and systems to navigate, especially autonomously, as we've seen from Tesla, who often tout their cars as robots on wheels. Covering the sensors with your hand, putting tape or paint over them.
Don't use your hands. Use the other stuff, like paint or something. Has anyone tested if a taser would work against these guys to try to fry electronics? That is such a good question. I would love to see that video. We can tinker with tasers to make... Who wants to buy a robot and make a YouTube video with me? Anybody want to buy a robot and shock it for content?
A blinded or disoriented robot may also act unpredictably, so keep that in mind when deciding how to proceed.
I think they're just saying that to deter us from blinding the robot.
Number 4, look for the big red button. Emergency stop and power buttons were specially designed for this exact situation.
Have you tried just turning the robot off? It's crazy. Then you take out the battery. So you get up real close and personal, look for that red button, you go ahead and hit it, and then you take out the batteries. That doesn't sound dangerous at all.
Some humanoids have big red stop buttons right on the robot for you to press. Others have buttons near some sort of operator control panel. This is ideal because the robot is less likely to harm itself or others powering down in this way.
You know what's so interesting about the narrator that is telling us how to neutralize a robot? He seems awful concerned about the health of these robots. And I think that goes back to CNET and even What the Future being sponsored by a lot of these big tech companies. So like, don't lose sight of that as we watch these videos put out by CNET. The script is pretty bad, I'll say it.
Uncertainty
I feel like it might even been written by a bot, like GPT. It almost feels like when the IKEA instructions, they tell you to like, you move your screw to the right now. It's like, you might already know that. Some people might not.
And finally, number 5. The most ideal way to stop a robot only works if you're able to identify exactly how the rogue robot is being controlled. In that case, you may be able to perform the ultimate turning of tables, seizing the means of control yourself. You want to look around for someone nearby, wielding a remote control or a video game controller, someone wearing a VR headset for teleoperation, somebody saying voice commands.
给观众们展示一个左侧踢吧。
That is so silly. Hey, if your robot has gone rogue, look for the human controlling it. It's crazy. Like, that just like, they're so unserious. This is so unserious. The tips he's giving sounds like a middle schooler's brainstorming on how to defeat robots. A bingo, a bango. It feels very, like, rudimentary, kind of into thinking about how to maybe dismantle a robot that's gone rogue. Yeah, you're probably getting trolled by a human, so look around and listen. Use your actual human senses to find the human doing it. Get a crowbar, there you go.
Finding the operator, you may be able to, at the very least, get the controls away from them or prevent them from giving any dangerous commands.
Very 2026 coded, but still, I'm feeling unlikely. Riverjack Jones on the Twitch side says that I think that at that point, if someone's controlling a robot to attack you, you have bigger problems than just the robot in front of you. Yeah. Tiff says, can't wait to watch my kids graduate from college with a master's in electronic destruction. Jada, also from TikTok side, says, wakes up their roommate beating you up via robot. Found my new roommate off of Craigslist, but his robot keeps beating the crap out of me. Am I the a-hole if I pull his batteries out and beat the crap out of my roommate? You know, it is coming off as like kind of a poorly done SNL skit, isn't it? It almost has that same levity of it, doesn't it? It's like, oh yeah, just tie up the robot's leg. It is so out there. Erica says, don't hurt the robot. Yeah, but physically approaching a human, that's fine. It's so crazy. Their how-to neutralize a robot is like, please be mindful of the robot's safety, man. These are like really expensive pieces of tech. So like, yeah, it is nonsensical, satirical, almost, right? It almost feels like it. The one thing I'm taking away from this is the fact that if you did try to confine a robot before dismantling its battery or like its ability to sense, like your sensors and all that, yeah, a robot would probably lash out if you tried to like stop it. You know what I mean? And like hog tie it. Like I never even thought about hog tying a robot because like I would never want to be hit by a piece of metal that is part of a hydraulic system. Like, I don't know if you, why would I want that, you know? There needs to be a satirical movie about this, for sure. Stay still, Miss Robot. I'm just attempting to find your little lemmies and take your battery out. Yeah, it's very silly and satirical. I was thinking about buying a bot and tasing the hell out of it to see if maybe we could do something with content with that. Gotta use salt water because fresh water is a commodity now. Salt water and oil paints. This seems to be the way. Put that in a hose.
Hi, chat.
Hi, chat. Hannah's here and she's gonna yap with you guys while I'm running to the restroom. Okay, hang tight. I'll be right back. I just gotta.